Do you want me to? Is it okay to upload the slides when you click present?
How you feel? How you feel? We are actually already in live, so I will talk a bit. Yes, a bit like before our pitch day, some like intro from my side. Then we will go Mikhail, Tony, and Swapnil. Okay. So, oh, where's it? So, friends, welcome. Yes, today we're holding our next speech day within the closed Discord and Telegram channels of DDAO Hunters with support from Blockchain Media. Now, in this intro from me, I will explain everything how it will be go today, so that participants and viewers will understand how it will be. So, my name is Rick, and I'm a CEO of DDAO Hunters, which is not custodial multi-platform powered by DAO governance with several internal tools and services. As a part of today's speech, we will see three wonderful projects that will share some like products and Web3 ideas within 15 minutes. If a project does not fit into the provided time, I will interrupt it. After the presentation, we will ask projects 2-3 questions from the community within 5 minutes. Is it really important today to be active today for our viewers, because projects have some prizes for you. There will be 3 prizes in total, like for 3 some of the best questions. So don't hesitate, ask the questions. As a result, for the pitch day, we will vote in Telegram channel and the Discord channel for the one best project that will have an opportunity to participate in our DDAO Launchpad platform. So if participants have some questions, you can ask. If not, we will begin. Hey, guys, do you have questions? Yes, no? Okay, so I will remove from this streaming right now, Tony. And I'll leave just only Mikhail. Mikhail, how are you doing?
Yeah, thanks. Well, doing great.
Okay.
Well, kind of special day today.
Okay,
And
so nice. Okay, if you have some presentation, your time right now started. Let's go.
Yep. Can you share my presentation screen, please?
Yeah, sure.
Yep, great. So, yeah. So nice to meet you guys. Well, my name is Michael. I am a founder of Bias Protocol. So let me explain what Bias is. So, well, in short, Bias Protocol is a decentralized market maker on Binance Smart Chain. But well, the question is what the problem, and well, how is it decentralized? So so we faced as DeFi users and DeFi degens. Well, one the main problem that liquidity provision is kind of a difficult task for classic user, for the retail, or for normies. And the most problems, that's why those users use it to choose those scammy platforms like BlockFi or Celsius that were blown up during the last year. While the DeFi has its main point, its immutability. But year to year, well, it becomes more difficult and more difficult. So that's what Bias wants to solve, the problems of the LP risks, so such as impermanent loss, as well as that LPs are serving as an exit liquidity for whales and all other associated risks, as well as complex tokenomics, vote escrow tokenomics, and vote locking tokenomics that becomes kind of popular in today's DeFi world. It serves like a big opportunity cost for a retail user, and you cannot go with the small size. If you don't go with size, you better not to compete, and that's the main problems, and that's what Bias aims to solve, to provide efficiency, scalability, and optimization for the retail user for retail user for DeFi. As well as we aim to create the equilibrium between the needs of a retail user and the needs of a project that needs to attract that liquidity. And well, that's how bias gonna work. So what is bias? Well, shortly, bias is a single staking platform for liquidity provision. So a user, he will deposits his tokens into the platform, and all other problems such as choosing a farm, choosing a risk profile, and managing the pool to mitigate impairment loss and maximize gains, it's all put on the shoulders of the bias itself, and well, of course, its token holders to provide the best interest for the user and the best interest for the project as well. Because for the user, you will want to extract as much value as possible, and you go to how yield farming to dump those tokens, because well, it's what the game theory tells us to do. Well, projects, they need to provide those high APRs to attract users, and it becomes like a self-fulfilling prophecy. So the black swan, that well, price go down and nobody is interested in a protocol, farmers leave, and the liquidity providers and the holders, especially holders, they are broke and cannot return their capital. So, and that's what bias do. Bias aims to provide tools for vote escrow and vote locking tokenomics, such as a vote bribe marketplace and liquid lockers that retain the voting power of the underlying token for the advanced DeFi users, and the single staking ecosystem for the retail users who just want to stake and forget. It is achieved by the three-layer risk management, such as the capital deployment, the insurance of the stake, as well as diversification and automated pool rebalancer. So the principal of the user is fully protected. Well, whenever you wanna to withdraw your stake, you will be able to get back 100% of the initially staked capital. So you are not, as a staker and bias, you are not exposed to impermanent loss. And that's actually also good for the protocol too, because what it does is that long-term token holders who may be not interested in providing liquidity, because you do not, because you will be exposed to impermanent loss, and let's imagine that there is a new project that works in a mid cap or micro cap level, and it moons to 102 or 300%, and you just get another opportunity cost, because you will lose more than you will earn. But with bias, you can get stable returns, and as well as be protected from the impermanent loss. So the most engaged users, those who are going to support the protocol in the long term, now can become liquidity providers, and the project can build a real sustainable long-term liquidity for their token. As well as you as a project can lower your token inflation, because you won't need 3-digit APRs to attract users, because single-sided staking will provide lower risk for the end user, and thus the sell pressure go lower, capital inflow long term, and the token inflation goes lower. So it's a win-win situation for the project and for retail users. As well as bias token will serve as the medium of the all features of the protocol, such as bribe marketplace, liquid lockers, and the single-side staking as a value accrual, and as well as a protocol governance token that will help to decentralize the activity, so buyers can decide where to deploy capital, how to deploy, in which ratio. It will be all decided by the token holders, in the decentralized voting. So basically, that's it from our side for our plans. Well, we aim to launch in third quarter and have a full launch with the single-site staking and integration of protocols in fourth quarter. But yes, currently we are almost done with the main core contracts to go non-stop on the Binance Smart Chain. So that's it. Thanks.
Right, good, nice. So you only have right now Binance, right? BNB chain.
Yeah, we start, it's kind of meaningless to start multi-chain from the start, and the Binance Smart Chain is the biggest chain by daily active users, and the home for the retail. So it's the best place to start before deploying our protocol on layer 2s and on the mainnet.
All right. Okay, sounds good. So one question from our community. So Mikhail, according to your roadmap, there are 3 main steps to done in 2023, quarter 1. Complete seed round, team community, formation, core contracts completed. How goes the plan? How is it like?
Well, yes, it goes quite good. I would say it's like 75% completed, even though, it's the first month of the first quarter. Because we have our team, the management and the leads, as well as the technical team, which is of course the most important part for the tech startup. They're formed, as well as I would say that 60% of our contracts is already completed. So of course it's will need much more review and audits, but at the current stage we are at the greatest pace that can be for us.
Okay, so BNB chain is pretty competitive, right? A lot of projects there, a lot of people working, building community. So how are you gonna differentiate yourself? Do you have any support from BNB chain right now?
Well, we are now currently in a dialogue with the Binance Labs, but from the competitive side, there is a small difference if we take us or another yield protocol or the AMM DEX, because Bias aims to become a complementary protocol. So let's say it's a convex fork. Well, we will be easily work with them on top of them. If it's an AMM, they would be interested because we can direct the liquidity to them, and in this way we aim not to compete but to complement all existing ecosystem to become it better and more accessible for an end user.
All right. The one of the main question from all about the communities, how people want to know, do you have a token? Do you want to have a token? How do we
Yes, we will. Well, as I stated before, the token is the medium of all activity on the platform, because we cannot go without token, because we have to be decentralized, and the only way to choose pools, to direct liquidity, to choose which pairs we are gonna support is only through decentralized token voting. So yes, we will have a token with the value accrual, and after the deployment on the mainnet, we will launch it too, of course.
All right. One of the last question, I think, seed round for whom community companies, like, do you have some already? Do you? I mean, like, you raised some already from like VCs or?
Yes, we have raised part of our seed round, but before the full announcement, we will be quiet about the names for now.
All right. Okay, Mikhail, thanks for the BIS project. Thanks for your presentation. Yes. We will go to the next one. Okay, the next one will be Tony Robbins.
Yeah.
Tony Robbins.
Tony Fish, thank you for inviting.
Okay. So I'm gonna add your presentation. The project name is Fanspay. Okay, let's get started.
Yeah. Hello all, my name is Tony. I'm founder of Fanspay. We help to accept one-time and recurring crypto payments directly to a wallet. A little bit about myself. I'm engineer. I have a lot of experience in blockchain technologies. I'm developing a lot of different projects. I had my own game dev studio, and I mined my first Bitcoin at 2011, but I lost keys. So as you see, I'm a very lucky guy. Yeah, and when I developed my games, I tried to integrate cryptocurrency payments, and I know how it complicated and very expensive. And we know that merchants have a lot of different challenges when they want to integrate cryptocurrency payments. It's first, of course, account that funds blocks, high and hidden fees, payment losses, and low conversions, because we have really bad UX for customers and complex integration. And we have a solution for all these challenges. It is Fanspay, decentralized payment infrastructure. What does it mean, decentralized? That means that we used smart contracts for processing all payments. That means our customers pay directly to the merchant's wallet, and it's all happen on chain. And by help smart contracts, we could provide not only one-time and recurrent payments. And one interesting thing, it is verifying customers' funds before accepting payment. We named it pre-transaction AML. That means that we could check money and funds before they will pay to merchants. It's really very important for merchants who want to transfer, for example, to legal way to fiat, for example. And a few words about customer UX. As you know, most of cryptocurrency payments use really bad UX. You need copy address, pass to your wallet, copy amount, pass to your wallet, and after that, customer sign transaction. And he really didn't know what happened next. He need to wait some minutes, and maybe after this time he will get some result. Maybe he makes some mistakes with address, with amount, and it's really problem to pay. We create really easy solution. Customer need only do 2 steps. First of all, he need choose blockchain and connect wallet. After that, he will get all information from blockchain about his assets. It's about money, for example, and he need only confirm transaction and all. And the same, we have the same user flow for subscriptions and for one-time payment. It's really easy, and I really believe that infrastructure projects as us, as Fanspay, have more influence to mass adoption than any NFTs, pyramids, and etc. Few words about market. Of course, you know that our market grow very fast. We already have more than 400 million crypto users, and at the last year, USDT overtook Visa and MasterCard in volume transaction. It's really good news. Our business model is really simple. We take only 1% from all customer payments. We haven't any setup fees, monthly fees, or hidden charges. It's really important because a lot of cryptocurrency payments take a lot of fees from merchants when they transfer assets between each other, and it's really big. How we want to go to market is first of all, it is partnership program. We have really great affiliate program for our partners and white label solution. And second, it is digital marketing, cold email outreach, LinkedIn, and VPC traffic. We have really great roadmap because now we have a soft launch. We already could accept one-time payments in stablecoin with API, and we already released payment links. At this quarter, we will release recurring payments, mass payments, and donations. In this year, we want to integrate some another blockchains. It's Tron and Polygon. We think about maybe Tom, and we will develop our platform, our dashboards for analytics, and of course, we want to verify customers before accepting payments. We have very great and experienced team. We have a lot of experience in B2B and blockchain and high-load technologies. It's full staff team, and we work full-time, of course. We have cool advisors. For example, Jamal, he works in MasterCard. He help us with B2B. He have really great experience. He work as a head of B2B of small and medium B2B in 70 countries. We have some partners. Most of them you know. For example, with TBCC, we work on a white label solution for Chinese market, and they have a community more than 700,000 users, and we create with them a white label solution for this community already. Few words about our competitors. Of course, we have a lot of competitors. It's really red market, I think, but we can't compare Fanspay with most of cryptocurrency processing because they are not decentralized. That means that they have a lot of risk of blocks and steal funds. They never could provide pre-transaction AML because they give you only address for top up, and of course they couldn't give you recurring payments because they need to integrate smart contracts. Our investment ask now, we raised 1 million. We already have a commitment for 300,000, and that means we raised 700 convertible to Fanspay LLC. It's equity. We raised only in equity. We don't want to release any token now because we really want create real business with real business model as great infrastructure. I want to add few words about product model. We really want to create analog of Stripe. Yes, sorry, Stripe, because we really believe that it's really great product with greatest documentation and really maybe best UX, and we use a lot of technical and product features from Stripe. Thank you for your attention. I'm ready for question.
Well, that's it. Well, very short, like brief information. Nice. Okay, Tony, I have one question. Not me, from community, of course, from Elena. She says, Tony, very interesting presentation and very good advisors. What I'd like to ask, it's you mentioned about web resources. We support all popular crypto wallets. Could you please name them? What do you mean, which crypto wallets?
Yeah, thank you for your question. We integrate Wallet Connect. That means we could work with all popular crypto wallets with help this wallet provider. I think it's really easy.
Okay. People wanted to know about commission. You just said about that you lower commissions. So what does it mean then actually? You will lower like commission like gas or what else? What does it mean?
No. We take a commission for amount of payment. Commission for gas, customer need to pay by self before when they sign transaction.
Okay. Yes, right. And like another question about like the platform working only with stable coins. Does it have any token?
Yes, now we work only with stablecoin because we really understand that most of customers don't really pay some tokens which could grow tomorrow for 2 times, for example, and merchants really don't ready to get payments in coin which could down tomorrow for 2 times. It's really easy, and that's why most of stable coins, it's really very important in blockchain ecosystem.
Yes, in commercial ways, guys use only stable coins, like even not stable coins. Like you told me, right? Like 95% of all commercial goes through bank cards right now. People not usually work with like crypto even.
Yes, we understand it, but we want to create infrastructure and grow with the market. We know that market grow, and we want to grow with them.
Okay. Let's choose the last question from Yelena. She's really active today. What impact do you think marketing support has on project success? The marketing is everything. Yes.
Yes, I agree with you that marketing is very important. We will work with experience of our advisor from MasterCard. He has really a lot of tricks for attract B2B clients, and we're ready for that.
Yeah, you need more volume, right? You need more volume for your services. Okay, Tony, thank you so much for the presentation. Let's go to the next participants. I'll see you. Okay. Yes, so we have our friend Swapnil. How's it going?
I'm well. How are you? Good to be here.
It's good. Yes. I'm Rick. So let's get started with your presentation. The name of the project is Splash. Great.
Yeah. Thank you. So so this is Splash. Splash is basically a platform to watch your favorite content and earn money by watching it. So we actually built this project in ETHSF, which was Q4 last year, and we won a bunch of prizes for it, about roughly 7K. But just to quickly go through the agenda, this is what we're going to be discussing. So what are the problems we're solving? So Splash actually solves for, first of all, if you look at existing platforms, video content platforms, the incentives for your time and attention aren't really fair. It's basically the viewers are spending a lot of time putting in their attention, and like you're not getting rewarded in any way for it. The second thing is this is also tied into the second point, which is unfair financial incentives. So not only is the viewer not getting paid fairly, but the creator as well is getting only a small portion of the ad revenue, whereas the content platform itself takes the majority. So that's another problem. The third thing is increasingly we're seeing a lot of artists, creators, just second guess themselves when they're speaking online. And we don't want that to happen. If it goes too far, then it can become very problematic to the point where they're just scared to freely express themselves. And we think that can be really damaging down the line, because artists should be freely expressing themselves. Everything we have today is because of amazing creators. So the solution is, first of all, we're building a platform that allows you to watch to earn. So you earn interest-bearing tokens by watching the content you love. You're getting fairer financial incentives for the time and attention that you spend on watching content. and we're also censorship resistant thanks to the blockchain. Oh yes, one more point I wanted to touch on was Splash. We'll also set up a Splash DAO that allows you to moderate content as a DAO. So it's not just centralized actors that are vetoing decisions. It's a community voted decision there. So how does it work? So it works simply by streaming interest-bearing tokens to viewers for watching content. So this happens on a per second basis for the video you're watching. Creators can also earn for uploading videos. So for every 100 unique views on each video, they earn a certain portion of tokens. And also viewers can collect the videos as NFTs as well, which will also have potentially secondary market value as well. So the size of the market, it's kind of difficult to exactly pinpoint the size of the market, but it's better to do this by analogy, by referring to other ecosystems. So for example, if you look at the DeFi ecosystem, the TVL for total DeFi was roughly about 160 billion at one point in early last year. The serviceable available market, so this is based off just YouTube's 2021 revenue. It was about $70.8 billion. And the serviceable obtainable market, this we can look at X to earn platforms. And one of the famous ones, the first platform to introduce play to earn was Axie Infinity. And their revenue in 2021 hit $1.3 billion. And even now they're making several hundred millions of dollars despite being in a bear market. So we're really bullish on the next cycle to take things off. So competitors, yeah, like I mentioned, we have YouTube. Everyone knows YouTube, no need to explain it. Axie Infinity, the play to earn game. So they raise, they can use these players, which are basically NFTs. They can battle, they can trade, and they can benefit from the in-game tokenomics. STEPN, which is actually a move to earn platform. So they actually got really successful, especially last year. And they've hit roughly close to 5 million users so far. And so they have about 500,000 monthly active users currently. And Stacked, this was a recent one. Actually, a couple of months ago, they raised about $13 million for they're essentially building a Web3 Twitch. So we're not exactly building the same thing, but yeah, we will of course have live streaming capabilities on our platform. So some of our milestones or the roadmap. So like I mentioned, in Q4 last year, we won ETHSF, the hackathon. We won a bunch of prizes totaling about 7K. We onboarded a design lead since then, and we've updated our UX. And for Q1 of this year, we're going to revamp our front end with the updated designs. We're going to hire 2 amazing engineers to build out the smart contract side because we've revamped the whole technical architecture. We're launching the testnet MVP with the Splash token. Granted, the Splash token is going to be in testnet, so it's not going to have real monetary value yet, but it's important, especially when you have some form of DeFi aspect to your project, to have heavy testing and security taken care of. Then we also going to prepare a tokenomics strategy for a proper token launch, maybe in Q3 or Q4. So in Q2, we will add advertising functionality. This is when we'll start to really produce revenue, not just from royalties from NFTs, but also through taking a certain portion of advertising revenue and a certain portion of the interest that users are earning. And we'll expand to Vietnam because we believe actually the Southeast Asian market is a strong adopter of cryptocurrency, especially X2Earn platforms. So we plan to expand to Vietnam, and we'll start preparing for the token launch in the next quarter. And this is our team from the hackathon. We actually have to add a couple more members now, but for now it's just me who's the co-founder. I'm just a quick one-liner about myself. I call myself a lawyer turned tech yogi. So I was initially a lawyer and quickly went into technology because I wanted to create more impact and build amazing products. So I've worked 4 years in Australia. Um, First, I worked in a food tech startup in Web 2, and then a Web 2 fintech startup. And then I went to ETH Denver one day, and then I was just blown away by the whole ecosystem. And I decided, let me just plunge into Web 3. And Joy, she's actually met Joy in a previous hackathon. So last year we've been complete hackathon junkies, and we eventually, really hit it off. She's really great at product and front end and design, and so we really hit it off about how to bring more mainstream adoption to Web3. That's what we really vibed about, and that's why we're together. That's it, and thank you for listening.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. Amazing. Yeah, so you mentioned about like adoption, mass adoption. I think like the best way for crypto to exist, like to onboard more people, right? It's not a pyramid, it's about like mass adoption. I mean, like for existing projects, like for Telegram, which announced token, Open Network, or Twitter, where Elon Musk trying to push some like crypto in the application. For these like giant projects, big projects, it's easy to build infrastructure, right? And teach how to use this infrastructure for the existing community. But for you, you need to build infrastructure. You need to collect more community. How do you think about that? How you gonna manage it?
Yeah, I mean, so the end goal is going to be Web 2 to Web 3 transition, more mainstream adoption. But we realize that the early adopters are not necessarily going to be those end goal users. So right now, we believe the first way would be to start with the extra earn community. So Axie Infinity type people, DeFi people who are constantly looking for the next way to earn interest. But we believe our platforms are a more sustainable way to earn interest. And also, it's also just about empowering creators as well to create new ways of engaging with their fans and their viewers. And we think these are 3 avenues we can work off right away, especially because now we're seeing the fiat to crypto on-ramp solutions are already being solved for. And we've already seen like buy NFTs with fiat, for example. That's also like super easy now with the click of a button. So I believe with as that develops, the next bull cycle will see more mainstream adoption for sure. Sorry, your voice can't hear you.
Sorry. Yeah, so the next question from our community is registration expected only be entering email or any other variants options will be available? It means like, do you have KYC in your platforms? Is this real Web3 project or it's just like a copy?
Yeah, so we'll have obviously the ability to connect your wallet as a standard crypto platform, but we also plan to integrate sign in with email. So you can just think of like if you've heard of Magic, just enter your email and sign in with your email. So we'll have both options for sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The next question about the token. Yeah, the token about like Axie Infinity or StepN, we know what happened to this token, right? It damped. Yes, we will be honest. And what will happen? How do you think with your project and when you're gonna launch it? And which round you have right now?
Yeah, so there's a couple questions. There's probably like 3 questions in one. That's cool. No, that's fine. So yeah, so the Axie Infinity is a good example of this, simply because I would say it was one of the pioneers of this extra earn movement. But to be quite honest, no one really enjoys playing that game, but they still went for it, and that's why it dumped. Because once the earnings potential or once the bear market started coming, they were just like, okay, there's no reason for me to spend time on the platform because the earnings potential is gone or mitigated a lot. So this is where content on our platform is going to be super important. If it's like content that you're already watching, but you're not getting like that you enjoy like watching as well, and you're not getting financially incentivized in the traditional world to watch that content, that's when I think people are not going to just leave once like, let's say, the cycles of the market go up or down, because they're already there watching their favorite content. All they're doing is automatically earning interest-bearing tokens. Automatically, like instead of going to DeFi platforms, learning about DeFi, all that stuff, they're earning interest just by watching TV, basically. So we're very bullish on the fact that our platform itself is enjoyable. Touching on the tokenomics and the seed raising, so we're actually going to Singapore soon, and we're doing an accelerator with Jump Crypto and Polygon. So we're in the process of closing a seed round, but we're in the talks with multiple investors, and there's a lot of interest. So we're pretty excited about that. But yeah, we will disclose more once things become public. Tokenomics launch in Q3. Splash token is going to be super important for us. But to give you guys some kind of a teaser of what to expect, we'll have a dual tokenomics model. So we'll have a governance token, which will be used, like the governance token will be used to moderate content and vote on different feature sets and so on for the community. And we'll have the actual Splash token, which can be used to not only purchase video NFTs, but also for in-game incentivization. So this ensures that, you know, aside from other things, the people with the most number of Splash tokens don't necessarily get the most votes. Because if you use Splash tokens for votes, then it's very easy for whales to kind of call the shots, which is exactly what happens typically in the current world we live in. So we don't want that to happen. So we'll create a dual tokenomics model. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good. The next question about so like again pretty interesting, like farms, because a lot of people, when they see it's possible to farm a token, they will make some, you know, farms, a lot of accounts. So the project, the community guy asked about, like, do you think about rewards program? Like, if it will be, I will have like 1 million subscribers and I will set up rewards from the platform. Yeah, so I mean, is here any reasons to me to go from TikTok to a platform? So the basic question, like, how you gonna interact more people, like influencers, calls, come to your platform and use it?
Yeah, for sure. So as mentioned in like one of the slides, we actually incentivize creators or like uploaders of videos to earn tokens as well. So for every 100 unique viewers, they get incentivized with tokens as well. So if you look at TikTok, TikTok's actually really great at being addictive and generating at least a lot of leads, but you're not actually getting paid again for anything, for either for your access of your private data or for your time and attention. So you still have to do the actual job of converting those leads into paying customers. Whereas in our platform, you're automatically, like in YouTube, for example, they also pay you for the number of views. Like the more number of views you get, the more subscribers you get paid. But ours is more fairer and definitely more equitable. So that's going to be there to retain more people.
Right, all right, sounds good. Okay, Swapnil, thanks a lot. Yes, guys, gives you like, yeah, thanks. Yes, okay, guys, that's it. Thank you, yeah, Swapnil. Guys, so that's it. As I said, as I mentioned before, we're gonna launch our next pitch day in February. So let's just take a look for all our announcements that are coming through our social media and in Instagram, on Instagram, of course, as well, in Twitter and Telegram. So see you in the next time. Bye-bye.